Pepper says, are you ready to start doing some spring cleaning? I know I am. The days are getting longer and the weather is starting to warm up, which means we can all come out of hibernation and start visiting each other more often. And when you walk into the house, it has changed a bit and rearranged some furniture around, but the messes have returned. And I don't want anyone stopping over seeing these messes. No. It's time to reset this space.
Okay, so let's start with this pile right here along the bookcase. Of course, we moved the bookcase, but yet this crap kind of follows it next to it. It's messy. Okay, it happens. I'm not going to condemn myself because the piles came back. It's all right. It's all right because it's my baseline. My entire life I've been messy since I was a little girl. A lot of that has to do with my ADHD because believe it or not, all the piles help me focus. I know, it's like the craziness of the stuff actually calms me. So that's why they slowly come back and reappear. Because sure, I try to do weekly pickups and chores and stuff like that. They never hold because I have no interest in doing it because it doesn't bother me. Now, that's not to say that I'm doomed to be messy forever. It's just saying that I'm giving myself the self-love that I need to laugh at it, realize why it comes back all the time, and lovingly, consistently reset it. Because every time that I reset it, I'm changing the baseline to being happier with less and less piles. The point is that if your messes return, it's okay. It doesn't make us a bad human. It doesn't make us a bad mom. It just means we just gotta pause and lovingly reset it. So let's do that. Okay, now clearly there is a lot of Lego stuff here. And this is from Christmas time. Yeah, it's from Christmas time. And they're empty Lego boxes. The boys, both of them enjoy them. And they got a lot of Lego sets. And yes, they built them. They're put together, but boxes got left behind. Now, yes, the boys should have recycled them, but I'm not going to condemn them for it. It's okay. It happened. I mean, for me, what's important for my boys is that they get good grades. They're both straight A students. They are both in sports. They do chores like their laundry and vacuuming their room. And this just slipped through the cracks. But again, it's all right. I'll give them a gentle reminder. That's all. I'll take care of it now because they're in school right now. I know it might sound like I'm being passive, but what I'm doing is giving myself and my boys gentle decluttering. Messes came back. Okay, we'll reset it now. It's okay. There's no need to put ourselves down because we forgot to toss something out. We're taking care of it now in a loving way. All right, so this little basket right here and these, they're me. I didn't put them away. Okay. Well, what's in this basket, of course, is my jewelry making stuff for when I make beads and bracelets on Etsy. Now, this is a tossy. Let's get rid of that. But yeah, I was making bracelets and I don't know. It was normally at night when I do it, when the kids are like kind of chilled, and instead of watching TV, I'll just make bracelets and stuff like that. And I will do it on the table right over there, and I just didn't put the things away. And I give myself grace. It's something I've done my whole life. And yeah, we're fixing it. We're putting it away. We're aware of it. We brought it up to the consciousness. But again, this is gentle decluttering. There's no reason to put myself down because bad girl didn't put the bin away. What else do we have right here? Oh, it's more paper, our favorite. Now, sure, I can condemn myself to be like, why didn't you take care of this on a weekly basis? Or I can look at it like, well, yes, this is my baseline, but look at how much we've shifted. Because I used to take all these piles of stuff, stick them in a plastic bag, and shove it in the attic because I couldn't emotionally go through all the stuff because it felt so overwhelming and I would get sick and I didn't know what to do with it. So now that old behavior is gone. I can look where I am at today's baseline and be like, hey, that's great. We're taking care of it now. Yeah, maybe it sat here for a couple months, but it didn't sit here for 10 years. It's all about your perspective. And that's why I'm trying to create this aesthetic of gentle decluttering. It's not passive. It's giving yourself self-love and compassion to know that, yes, you are a human. And sometimes humans have vices in life. This is my vice in life. But that we're changing it each and every day. So that's all we have to do is just love ourselves and give ourselves grace, because that is a form of self-love. This is actually a mix of Christmas presents from my aunt that I just received like a couple weeks ago, because for Christmas time we were really sick, and then she went to Florida and she stopped around like the very end of February, beginning of March, and she dropped off our Christmas gifts, and I left them here. But let's go through the simple stuff. Like obviously like tossy. This is probably from a calendar, from a 2025 calendar. Yeah. What this is my aunt got me. It's really cute. She spoils me. Obviously I do the same in the sense of I love to give a lot of gifts, and she does too, and it's okay. This right here, she gave like these little lamps, and I never even seen them, but I guess they're really popular, and I thought, oh, this is so cute. I really love it, but I just didn't do anything with the box. Yeah, this is Christmas stuff, right? And she got me all this adorable stuff. This is a habit that I'm being very mindful of trying to break, because I've talked about this before. I know she lovingly put all these gifts together for me, and I love them. And it says, to my niece. And what my old coding is and my baseline was that I would hold on to the gift exactly how it was. I didn't want to ruin it, so that every time I looked at the gift, I could relive that love that she gave me, and it gave me comfort, and just knowing that someone cared enough for me to purchase all these things that she knew that I would love. That's a baseline that we're shifting, because she doesn't want me to do that. She wants me to use it and love it and enjoy it. Yeah, sometimes old coding and baselines, some of them are easier to change than others. It's not to say that it can't be done. It's just to say that I am aware of what work needs to be done, and we're getting there step by step. All right, now something I forgot to add was that, can I say for Christmas that we give less gifts to each other? Sure, and over the years, I have done that. A lot less has come in. The point is that stuff will always come into my house, and I'm gonna have to learn to manage it anyway. So we got another 9 months, we're good. Let's focus at the task that's in front of us. This is kind of like a work bin, not this. This is from the birthday celebrations. Same with this. But this is kind of like mailers for mailing out Etsy stuff. Like here's the mailers that I do like the bracelets in, and like, you know, some bubble wrap to make sure that it's protected when it gets mailed out. This is for my laptop, and basically is obviously now I work from home, and I kind of need like an office space for myself, and I mainly work in the living room. When I'm on my laptop, I'm on the table. When I'm editing, I'm kind of on the couch, and when I'm recording, it's whatever room that we're in. And this area right here, this needs to be completely rechanged, and I'm trying to think how to best do that. And I know one of the things that I thought was probably like moving these games. Like it's not that we don't play games, it's just we're not playing them as often. And I almost feel like maybe it's time for these games on this shelf to be put back into their rooms. and then utilizing the cubby space for organizing stuff that I need for office stuff, for creating Hoarder's Heart things, and having a space for mailers and all that kind of stuff. What behaviors happen in this room is where the stuff needs to be. If this is where I have my office space in my living room, this is where the office supply stuff needs to be. All right, so the top of this right here, it needs to be cleaned. It just needs to have everything kind of taken off, wipe it down really good. There's so much random stuff, like this probably fell from the chandelier, so this has to get hung back up. As we're cleaning it, we're embracing that it's okay that it got cluttered again. It's fine. We're straightening it out and resetting it now. It's just, what do I want this space to be?
Now let's talk about gentle decluttering, because this is something that I'm developing because it's what's worked for me. And what gentle decluttering is, it's all about approaching this process with kindness, patience, and self-compassion. It means letting go of items at a pace that feels safe and sustainable, rather than forcing myself to make rapid, harsh decisions. It's about honoring your emotions and memories tied to the possessions, acknowledging the difficulty of releasing things, and celebrating the small wins along the way. Gentle decluttering is baby step decluttering, but it's also giving yourself emotional safety, giving yourself permission to grieve and process the emotions as you declutter, and reminding yourself of the progress that you have made along the way. It's a nurturing process, like building trust with yourself. You're not punishing yourself for the clutter. You're lovingly guiding yourself toward a lighter, more peaceful home.
Okay, so a little change in plans because the boys are home now, and that is they don't want to completely get rid of all the games in this area. So we're gonna compromise, because this is a family spot, not a designated bedroom where you can personalize it. This is a family area, so we're gonna compromise. We'll have one cubby with the most popular games that they tend to play with all the time, and then another one cubby with their, mostly for Tyler's, like markers and arts and crafts. So we will compromise and do that. We still have two cubbies open as far as like this organization will go. So I'm fine with that. That's really all that I need at the moment. All right, so I brought the beads back out. Here's why. Here's one of the work bins. I do have to do a quick declutter on this, see what's not needed in here. But this is gray, and I feel like this piece has more of a warm tone, and I don't want a gray bin, and I'm not buying a new bin because I'm really doing phenomenal in my no spend challenge. And if you were during the March no spend challenge, let me know, how are you doing? Because I went pretty strict in March. We're really doing well. So because I'm not spending money, I'm going to use this basket because it has more of a warmer tone. And again, everything's temporary. We're consistently changing and adjusting the baseline until we finally get to our, aha, this is exactly how we want it.
So now let's focus what's on this bin. These are the mailers that I use for the crystal bracelets because I just think they're shiny and fun. This is bubble wrap. Again, a lot of envelopes for different things. This is the thank you card. So for every Etsy thing that I mail out, I write out a personalized like thank you card. And then I also send out the stickers. I mean, it's just, I think it's fun. I really enjoy doing it. And this is all kept together in a bin. Now, I know I keep the craft supplies for the crystal beads and the books in the laundry room, but for the shipping stuff, I like keeping that in the living room because that's where my laptop is so that I can look up the order and put everything together. Now, looking at this clearly, I have a ton of mailers. I don't need to buy any mailers anytime soon, and I'm super glad I found these pens. These are my favorite pens for writing, and I forgot that I had this, so I'm super excited to find this. But at the bottom of this This is all tossy stuff. It's paper, it's stuff that I don't need. It just fell to the wayside at the bottom of this bin. And that's quite okay, because right now we're going to throw it out immediately. I'm not really showing tossy piles anymore at the end. I'm kind of throwing as I'm going because it's better for me and my ADHD, because I'm actually completing the task as we're recording the video. And right now we are switching out the bins. I'm putting all of the Etsy and kind of like work supplies in here. I have plenty of room in this bin, and I like this bin better because it's kind of like a cream with a gold color, like gold polka dots, and I feel like it's a warmer tone that matches this area a lot better. And now, on a warm spring day, if someone was to stop over, Pepper is going to say hi to everyone, and we're going to feel a lot better showing you this area. Other than my little ring light over here, it's really reset. This looks 1,000 times better. And I want you to know that you can reset your areas too. Give yourself gentle decluttering if you need it. It's okay if the messes came back. It's just a part of life. We just returned to a baseline, but we're consistently adjusting those baselines so that we can lovingly accept these open spaces. And my hope and my prayer is that this video motivated and encouraged you to clean, declutter, and let something go in your home today too.